Hey everyone, welcome to our call. Kara's not here right now because she had a slight technical difficulty, so I'm going to start the call. Thank you all for joining this. I know for East Coast people this is late, it's almost bedtime, so I hope you don't fall asleep in front of the computer. Anyways, we are 1 week, the second week, or not the second week, but we are coming back from Summit. There was, I think, 9,800 people there this year. The arena was so much more packed than it was last year. If you weren't there, I hope that you make the commitment to get there in 2015. If you didn't hear the news, it is going to be in Nashville. I myself am absolutely thrilled. For one, my coaches are on the East Coast in Florida, and I know how hard it is on them. They have to take a 5-hour flight to the West Coast, and then when they go back, they lose time. So I was really hoping for a central area and somewhere where would be a little bit more affordable for some, because Vegas can be expensive. And I know that a lot of people who've never been on a plane before or not used to traveling and never been to events, Vegas can be kind of intimidating. If you followed any of my pictures, you know that it can get kind of wild while you're there. So I think Nashville is a central location, and it's somewhere fun and somewhere new. That's the beauty about being part of Beachbody, is that you really get to experience traveling and meeting other people. And I know that I live in the South, and there's a lot of people who've never flown before, who are concerned about the cost. And like I said, Vegas can be very intimidating, especially if you've watched Hangover. And so I think Nashville is a little more comforting. We have had a huge, tremendous growth. If you were following any of this, if you weren't at Summit, or if you were, you know that corporate offered a special that started on Thursday as soon as the announcement was made, and ran all the way until Sunday, that all Summit tickets would be $99. And within 48 hours, 15,000 tickets sold out. So as you can see, we have such a huge growth. So I hope that you're there. So what we wanted to talk about today were some of the things that we went over while we were at Summit. And this, if you haven't been there, I understand how scary it can be. And so I'm going to highlight on the importance of getting to Summit. The first year that I was a coach, I actually registered and paid for Ryan and I to go to Summit. He had major shoulder surgery. He was in a lot of pain early May, and at the time it just didn't seem like a good idea to go. So I canceled it. And then, lo and behold, right before we were to leave, he was actually feeling better, and we could have made the trip. But at the time, I had never met my coach. I was a new coach, barely 4 months old, and traveling to Vegas, leaving behind my 1-year-old, pretty much for the first long trip, was terrifying to go by myself. My husband had told me to go, so I canceled it. And I remember watching everything on social media go by. My coach's husband, Larry, was tagging me pictures of my coach who got a workout on stage with Tony Horton, and I was doing P90X at the time, so I was very jealous. And I'm sure if you didn't get to Summit and you've been following me or any of these coaches that did attend Summit, you probably understand how you felt. You felt a little bit left out. I do know that this year it was different. They had a live broadcast kind of like this, so you weren't missing completely everything. But what you do miss, because I don't want you to think that, oh, they're airing it live, so I don't ever need to go, I can conserve cash, because that is not the point. The point is going in, feeling the support, feeling the energy while you're there at Summit. It is just absolutely incredible how it feels to be part of this. Yes, it's busy. Yes, there's a lot of people. Yes, my husband and I don't do well in crowds, but we made it, because what you get out of it is way more positive and more beneficial for you as a person and for your business than if you didn't go. So I want you to know that when you go, there's just this atmosphere there. It's just high energy. People are pumped up. The live workouts are amazing. People don't go there to judge you. I know when I first went, I felt like I needed to buy all these clothes because there are parties. And, over the last 2 years of attending every event that has been made available to coaches, I realized that, number one, there's so many people there, nobody really cares, and number two, you pack all this stuff and you don't end up wearing it. Half the time, you end up wearing, your tank tops and your, workout clothes and tennis shoes, and you want it to be comfortable. This isn't about a contest. This isn't about a competition. This is about going in, getting some high energy, getting your head back in the game, getting reminders, networking with other people. I feel that I've broadened my horizons as far as meeting different coaches in the network over the last 2 years. But I met so many new people, or there was people that I'd talked to regularly on Facebook, or and then I was able to meet them, and there wasn't any awkwardness there because we already felt like we knew each other. But it was so awesome to be able to give each other a hug, put a face to the name, and really just share some ideas. The things about these events, whether it's Success Club Trip, Super Saturday, Summit, Leadership, whatever it is, corporate training in your area, a live workout, with a trainer, these are amazing events. It's easy with anything. I'm sure all of you have started a diet, whether it was Body Beast or 21 Day Fix or P90X3. You go in with all this gusto and you mean well, and your goals stay the same, but as life, it happens and you get tired and there's distractions and struggles, sometimes your head can get out of the game, and this is why Summit's great. It not only helps you refocus on your fitness and health needs, but you stay up to date with what's going on, and then you get this huge amount of support from your peers all across the nation. For me, sitting in the arena over the last 2 years when I went, I heard all these stories from these elite coaches, these top coaches, these coaches that belong to the Millionaire Club, and I realized that they were just like me, and that's what made me say, if they can do it, I can do it. They're no different. And since Summit of last year, I have grown as a person and stepped out of my comfort zone and pushed myself so hard that it's not even funny, and that's why I have advanced and I have built a solid organization full of leaders and full of people who want this business just as much and believe that they can achieve their dreams. This is what it's about. I love Beachbody. I'm 100% loyal to them, and that's one thing you're going to hear from me nonstop, is that I believe in them 100%. And sitting there in the arena and seeing all the production and the time and the energy and the effort and the money that's been put in to these events, especially the summit from corporate, the presentations we have from Michael Neiman and Jeff Hill and John Condon gets on stage, and Carl, it is just absolutely a ball, and it's just amazing. You laugh, you cry, you have your aha moments, and you see how much they love us and they care about us. This isn't some mundane, boring conference that you go to where you just sit with a notepad and you write it down and you go and put that notepad away. This is where you go and your body is just, your mind's going and your heart's on fire, and you just can't wait to put into action what you're learning, and this feeling you get, and you don't want it to stop. They pull out all the stops. Everything they do is just high class. The presentations, if you have, I think that there might be videos out there already, but I know that I posted, I think I was one of the first people to post a video of Autumn where she put on a presentation, this dancing, and she was smoking hot, and she did an awesome job. And this was something that was way outside of her comfort zone. I posted the video, and she shared my video and said, I was so nervous, but I did it. So the thing is, just because she is a successful trainer and she's well known in our organization, she was nervous too. There's Lindsay Matway, who was the top coach last year, who was presented with this unique presentation that was catered to her. So much more different than Wayne Wyatt's last year. And this was what Carl did. There was humor. You laughed. She shared her story that, she doesn't have the perfect story and she doesn't have the perfect past, but she put her mind to it and believed that everything that she has went through has been what has been a gift that she's been able to give to other people to realize that they can do it, and she shared it, and she sat up on the stage vulnerable, appreciative, and just amazing. And it's just, these are the things that you're missing out, that if you don't go to this live. While we were there's several announcements, and anytime you go to any of these events, whether it's leadership or summit, there's always these announcements of new things going. If you don't realize it already, Beachbody hears us. We have a voice. They listen to us. I know this from being in the PIO test group, where we were all, as participants, were giving our feedback and our suggestions. And I've seen it, put into motion since PIO released on Thursday. But they hear everything. So we all know that PIO is coming out, especially if you've been following me. I was part of the test group that ran from April 7th to June 1st. And so, if you're on my Facebook, it's like, oh my God, PIO. But what happened is that, there were other announcements that none of us knew anything about. We all knew that PIO was coming, and they actually kind of surprised us. It wasn't supposed to release till this Monday on the 23rd, and they released it on Thursday. So it was a big surprise. But there's other things. I remember sitting there in the general session, and they were going on and on about all these different things that they've done. We all know the changes of the different the change ups on the formulas for the vegan Shakeology. Then they started sharing us that there was a clinical study done. There's a video now that is on the Beachbody YouTube channel. So you don't need to message me and ask me about where to find it. I'm telling you right now to go to the Beachbody YouTube channel. It should show in the recent uploads, but there's a clinical study on there, and it's just amazing how people that if they simply just replace a meal a day with Shakeology, and over the course I think of 3 months, how much weight they can lose. There's facts that were shared, and then they told us about the 3-day refresh. To me, this is amazing because I'm sure you as a coach may have done this, or you may have seen me do it, or other coaches out there, is offer information or 3-day cleanse packs. I have no clue who is responsible for coming up with a 3-day cleanse, but I do know that over the years that Beachbody did not endorse it because although you can achieve great results, and a lot of people have lost, I've had people lose 9 to 11 pounds in 3 days, and it's not detrimental. It wasn't providing you all the nutrients you need for those 3 days, and so Beachbody doesn't want to endorse anything, or they want you to get everything you need. So behind the scenes, on the sidelines, where none of us coaches knew, they were putting lots of time and research and energy into creating something like this. So whenever they rolled this out and shared the video that there was going to be the 3-day refresh release, I was all ears. And so these are the things that I got, did videos about it and was sharing it, and all these coaches who are sitting at home watching me and other coaches through Facebook or, whatever, watching the live, broadcast, they're asking me all these questions. What is it? What is it? What is it? Had you been there, you would be able to know, and you would be able to share with all of your followers, all your friends, all your prospects, all your customers, all the people in your downline who couldn't make it, what it was. So the thing is, you want to be the first one to know. This is what's going to drive your business. This is what's going to set you apart from other coaches, is because you're going to know. You're not going to be the one that's the messenger and just passing on information. You are going to be the one actually in the know now. But the 3-day refresh is basically new programs, 3 days. This is perfect. This is not just set for one type of person. This is for somebody like me and my husband who partied it up, ate horribly, overate, didn't eat on the right timetable, and drank lots of alcohol. And we know what we need to do, but we feel like crap when we come back from 6 days living large in Vegas. So we can do that. And right now we're on day 2. Ryan's already lost 5 pounds. For me, it's a lot easier because I have done Ultimate Reset. I eat clean. Ryan, it's a little bit difficult for him because he's not a big veggie eater, and he's adjusting, but he's doing a good job with it. And this is where it comes in: is if you bring your spouse, they know the benefit in this. And so he was really quick to jump on board with me and my friend Joe, and then our friend Chris from Austin, and to all do this together. And so this is how this happens. This networks. Joe's from a different team. Chris is from a different team, but we're all friends, and we're all talking about, like, hey, we really need a cleanse, and so let's do this together. So we're all working together, and Joe and Ryan were texting all day today talking about burgers and beast chili and all these different things. So this is why going to these events are so great. Ryan became very good friends with Joe on the cruise in March, and they sat and played craps and poker and all sorts of stuff, and we become very good friends with him. Chris and I become very good friends over the last year and a half. So this is why these events are great. So we're all doing this, but this is also good for somebody who wants to get a jump start on their weight loss, but doesn't know where to start and has a hard time. I myself had lots of people purchase 21-Day Fix in the month of February, and you'd be surprised at the very small amount of people who've done it. Probably out of 100 people who purchased 21-Day Fix, in that about a 60-day time period, I've only had about 10 or 12 actually finish it because it's difficult. The workouts are difficult, and the changing your eating is difficult. So here's this 3-day meal plan that comes out. It's simple. You don't starve. They're very simple recipes. It's very well laid out about what's approved, what's not approved. You drink Shakeology once a day. You drink a fiber sweep as basically as your morning snack. every day, and then you drink a Vanilla Fresh, which is a different supplement, not Shakeology, but it gives you everything that you need that is not in the meals that are on the diet plan and Shakeology, which rounds it out. And it also has a potato protein, which helps you curb your appetite. So this is good that you're not just sitting there wanting to like gnaw off your elbow, by day 2. Is it easy? No, but nothing is when you're making changes whenever you're trying to cleanse your body. This is a great program. This is available. So this was one thing that I was excited about, and then PiYo came out, then they explained what the price is. And so I want to share this with you. If you don't already know, right now until July 31st, PiYo, the Challenge Pack is going to be on sale for $140. You can get the 3-day refresh that comes with the supplements, the meal plan, and 3 servings of Shakeology and all the supplements for right at $70. You can get it if, say, you're a coach or you're on Home Direct already. You can get it with just supplements for right under $60. What I tell everybody is the best value for this, for anything offered through Beachbody is to get the Challenge Pack. A lot of people are, think, oh my God, this is a lot of money. Here's how I explain it, which is an easy breakdown. We have the Shakeology, which is $130. We have PiYo, which is the base kit, is right under $60, like $59.85. It's easier just to round it up. And then we have the 3-day refresh that is basically the same price, $59.85. Well, by the time you buy both of those and you pay shipping, it's going to be quite a bit more than if you buy the Challenge Pack, which is $140. So when you explain the value to somebody like that, what they're getting and what they're saving by buying in the Challenge Pack, not only do you get the club membership and the Super Saver shipping, which is $2 versus $12 to $15 depending on where they live, this is what they get. These are the things that you need to start sharing with people. What not to do is to take a video from the Beachbody YouTube link or from your video library and post it on your page and say, 3-day refresh, now available, $140. Nobody's going to know what that is. Nobody is going to know, why they need it. Everybody's going to say, oh my God, $140, because people really judge their need for something or even their want for something based on price, not on value, not on actual needs. So I'm telling you, as my one tip is to make sure that when you're connecting with people, you find out what their goals are. Don't just sell them the 3-day refresh because you think that that's a new Challenge Pack coming out and that's something you want to do. Because, I had a friend today who's one of my closest friends, and she's like, I think I want to do the 3-day refresh. I know her very well, and I know her, palate and her, how she is with tastes and textures, and I was like, no, this is not for you. I don't want you to purchase this because you're not going to like it, and I don't want you to waste the money. So this is where you kind of need to step up and be a friend to the people you're talking to and really get to know them. You don't want to just sell something to somebody and have them waste their money. You wouldn't do that to your friend, or at least I hope you wouldn't do that to your friend and take advantage of them. You really want to find what works for them. You want them to succeed. As coaches, this is what helps you succeed, is having them actually find something that works for them, get the results, and then thank you, and then share it with somebody. This is how we build teams. This is how we build our reputation. This is how we build rapport with people. So this is something that's coming out. Then we have PiYo. If you're watching this and you've not seen my PiYo results, it's on my Facebook page. And if you see it on my Facebook page, you don't need to message me. I'm giving everybody permission to share my transformation. Don't be an Asian person trying to pass it off that is you. You need to say that it is me and that it was achieved through, the 2-month program of PiYo and with Shakeology and following the meal plan. You feel free to share it. This is the thing that I want everybody to do, is share stories, share the results. When you see my transformation and you know that PiYo is going to be on sale from now to July 31st, don't just share a picture of me and say, look at my friend Mindy, she lost a lot of weight with PiYo. If you're interested, ask me now. No, take time to do some research about PiYo. Take time to look at my transformation, look at my blog, and see what I have to say, because I have an online diary of what I did when I followed my whole journey, which I just released yesterday. That way you can kind of see. I give samples of my workouts. I share what I eat every day so that people takes the guesswork out, and I'm going to use it for my challenge group guides. So what I want you to do is to take the time to do your research, take the time to see what about my transformation speaks out to you when you share it to people, when you're specific, because people are inundated when you watch TV. I watched a 30-minute episode the other day, and there was like 6 commercials that had to do with food. Half of them were about fast food and new, restaurants and menus on restaurants, and the other one's about shake this on your food and starve yourself and you'll lose all this weight. You don't have to change anything about your diet. Take this pill, buy this box meal. So they're inundated with this. So if you're just another person out there sharing some weight loss thing that they don't know anything about, they're not going to ask any questions. People are shy. People are proud. People are nervous. People feel like they're a failure. People have tried millions of things that didn't work and lost a lot of money. So they're not going to be necessarily quick to jump on the bandwagon. You're going to have to say something that they relate to and which makes them understand the value. I do suggest, too, since all these challenge packs are $140, if you have any home direct order customers, this is your chance to go to them and say, I see that your Shakeology is about to ship in 10 days. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware that we have these new programs out. If you have any questions about it, I'd love to answer and see if one fits you, because what you could do is cancel your order and at the same time that it was about ready to ship, reorder a challenge pack and sign up as a coach for free with your challenge pack. And also, too, this isn't about Success Club points. We all know that the cup's coming up. Kara, if she gets on, is going to discuss this. If not, then I will get tune into that myself. But with the cup coming up, this isn't just about Success Club points. You can't just look at people as a Success Club point. You have to look at what you're doing for people, if you are helping them reach their goals, if you're being a friend, if you're being encouraging, if you're helping them. So here's the thing. I know lots of you probably had one of the challenge packs that were on sale over the last year, and you were, ran a challenge group because, Hip Hop Abs are on sale, or P90X, or P90X2 is on sale, and you go in and you convince these people to order whatever it is that is on sale because it's on sale, and everybody goes off of what's on sale, where they could save the most money. And then these people have this program that sits on their shelf because it doesn't fit them. It doesn't fit their lifestyle. It doesn't fit what they want or need, and then they don't do it. So the thing is, just because they bought a challenge pack in the past, just because you got your Success Club points, just because they go, then Rebel, sorry. Just because they, didn't do it, you can't look at them as success points. You want them to get their transformation, because just because they bought P90X and it's still sitting on the shelf doesn't mean that they don't still have the same goals. Doesn't mean that they don't need to, benefit from our programs. For me, what I tell everyone is that I've been working out using Beachbody products since February of last year. I love them. I speak highly of them. I've had great results from P90X and Pump and Combat and Body Beast and Ultimate Reset, and I've stayed on it because I believe in it, because it's helped me reach many goals that I have. But I never really liked working out, not until I found PiYo. It changed my life. Now, is everybody else going to fall in love with PiYo and call it their soulmate program? Is it going to make everybody fall in love with working out? Probably not. But there's somebody out there who bought a challenge pack for me before. Life got in their way. They didn't really like it. Maybe you sold them the wrong program because you didn't really take time to know them, know what their schedule is. Maybe you failed as a coach and didn't check up with them and provide accountability. Maybe they got discouraged too and they bowed out of the accountability group, but they still need that support. So here's the time to go back to them and offer to them. What's the worst case scenario? They say no, you're not going to die. So I encourage you all to do this. With that being said, one thing I do want to share about a lot of these programs is the fact that we have all these tools in the back office. I'm going to try to do the screen share. Hopefully it will help you all see. There you go. Hope everybody can see this. This is where, bear with me. This is the back office here that I'm going to share with you. I think it's working. Is it working? Oh, it's not working. Crap. Sorry. I was going to share with you the screen share about where you can get the information on the stuff about PiYo. Sorry, that didn't work. It worked on Zoom. I want to let you know that I'm getting lots of questions from people now that PiYo's released. And this is one thing, if you're watching this or if you watch this later on when it's recorded, that you take the initiative, because this is the thing about building a team, about being a coach, is that you really need to learn how to be a leader. You really need to learn how to be a independent thinker. And if I just provide you answers, you're never going to learn. If you never learn and you assemble a team, you're never going to teach them how to lead. You're not going to be able to grow a team. So I'm getting all these messages from all these people who are asking me simple questions on how long is PiYo, how long are the workouts, is it low impact, is it for beginners? I want to tell you that all this stuff is available. Yes, I was in the PiYo test group, so apparently, a lot of people think that I'm a go-to person because I'm going to know, and I am. I'm going to know all the answers. But the thing is, all this information was available because just because I was in the PiYo test group, just because I had the program in my hand, not the formal one that's being mailed out now, but I did have the workouts and a sample meal plan. I still like the PiYo workout page. I still followed Chalene Johnson. I still got on one of her calls. I still listened to Jimmy Hayes Nelson's telephone interview with Chalene where she answered these questions. I still went into the back office and read the frequent asked questions. I still, listened to what she had to say at Summit. I still did all of these things that helped me learn. So you need to do the same thing, because you and I have the same information available. If you go into your Coach Online office and you go into sales and marketing, then to business tools, and then to product toolkits, you're going to have everything you need there. I printed this out for you. I'm not going to go through all of it, but here's the PiYo Challenge Group Guide. So you don't have to be Mindy Horde, and you don't have to be a PiYo test group participant and know it. You don't even have to necessarily own PiYo, but I do suggest that you own it, because I don't know, I own all the programs, and that helps me help other people, because people aren't going to just do the program that I want to do. But it's all in there. Then there's also this. This is really great. I'm getting probably about 20 to 30 messages a day from coaches asking me questions that all can be found right here, because when you go to the sales and marketing and the product toolkits, you can click on PiYo. You can do the same thing for 3-day refresh and 21-day fix and P90X and all the programs that are available. It's right here, the product tool guide. It is, Haley, give me my charger, please. My computer's about ready to die. 4 pages. It tells you exactly why Chalene Johnson created this. It shares who to target, who this is good for. I'm getting this all the time. Is this okay for overweight people? Is this okay for people who have injuries? Is this okay for people who are just starting? Is this okay for people who are inflexible? Is this okay for men? Is this okay for athletes? Is this okay for whatever? This tells you exactly who this is. I'm going to give you a little clue right now. I did a live broadcast with Michelle McAllister, who is a master trainer, been friends with Chalene for 20 years, and is in the DVDs, if you didn't know that already, and Greg Plaskett, who is in the PiYo test group. We cover some of these things. If you go to my blog, fitasianmom.com, it's all going to be there. Or you could just pull up this. It would be so much easier for you to do that. But I'll give you a little clue to answer all of your questions. PiYo is good for everybody, every age, every sex, every fitness level, every weight, as long as you're not under a doctor's order, because at that point you really need to talk to a doctor to find out if you're if this is suitable for you. Then on the other page, it tells you exactly what you get with it. And you can even go to Team Beachbody and do this. It tells you what the prices are. And then if you go to the frequent asked questions section in your Coach Online office, if you scroll all the way to the bottom and click frequent asked questions section, if you don't know anything about PiYo, if you don't know anything about 3-day refresh, you just type it in a little box and it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you the link to send to people, to connect them to you. It's going to tell you about the product guides. It's going to tell you how much the price is, all these different things. So you don't have to ask me. You don't have to ask your sponsor. You can look at this on your own. And this is going to teach you how to think independently. You don't have to wait around for an answer. You don't have to scroll through, all my videos or read my really long blogs, because I know I talk a lot. And then my PiYo journey was 60 days worth, so it's a lot of stuff in there. But so I'm giving you these tools right now. Think independently, learn how to find information, because this is going to make you so much more valuable than other people out there. Because when somebody asks me a question, I'm able to give them the answer. If not, then I know how to find the answer on my own. I don't have to ask anybody. So I'm just sharing this with you. The next thing that they talk about is the cup. If you have not registered for the Cup, I want your commitment that you're going to do so. You have until the end of the month to get this done. Basically what this is, if you are a new coach and don't know what the Cup is, then this is a contest that we do a couple times a year, and it helps you grow your business. It helps you link up with other people. It helps build leadership. It helps breed teamwork. What it is 5 coaches. They do not have to be on the same team, but it kind of helps if you work with somebody on your own team who's in your downline, who basically, all of your efforts, help your own team. It's not necessary. I've run cross lines with other team members in the past, and we've had great success. But so basically, you assemble a team of 5. You cannot have more than 1 lifetime diamond. So that means if I was diamond and then I dropped rank and I was just an emerald, I'm still a lifetime diamond. So I can't pair up with other diamond. I cannot pair up with a star diamond either. So you need a diamond. You can only have 1 diamond coach, but you don't have to have a diamond coach on there. So it's a team of 5. Then basically you have a captain. Honestly, to me, because people keep asking, because they get the whole, deer in the headlights. I don't want to be the captain because it's all this responsibility and leadership. This is for fun, guys. This is fun. So what if it grows your business? What if it helps you earn extra income to pay for summer camps for your kids, or to be able to go on that vacation so your kids aren't just staring at you all day, while you're sitting at home, or so your kids aren't just sitting there all day long while you're at work bored. You can actually do something that you enjoy. You never know until you just make the leap. So basically what you're going to want to do is join the Cup. I had a coach the other day who, she's going to kill me, but I asked her, did you sign up for the Cup? Because I have such a big team, it's hard to keep track of everybody. And she got that look. And I said, you didn't, did you? And she said, no. And I said, you were hoping I didn't ask. She said, yeah. I said, why aren't you signed up for the Cup? Well, because I got a lot going on. And she does. I'm telling you, she has a lot going on. But I said, okay, so I get that you have a lot going on. You always do. But you've always been promoting. You've always been helping people. You've always been inspiring everybody. So in the month of July, because you're so busy, are you not going to promote any of these new programs? Are you not going to reach out to people who have expressed interest in us? Well, no, I am. Then why the hell are you not on the Cup? Well, I don't know. I said, nobody here cares. Yes, everybody would love to win the prizes, because as long as you as you hit Success Club and your team hits a certain level of points that are part of the requirements. I'm not going to go into that because, again, there's a website. Google it or look in the Coach Online Office under News and Updates, and you're going to find the link that takes you to get all the information from the Cup. I'm not going to give you all the information. I'm just telling you why you need to do this and what I reason with people. So I told her, I'd really hate for you to do what I've seen happen a lot in the last 2 years since Cup challenges have been ran. And what happens is people say, wow, no, you can't convince them. They don't want to. And the reason why you can't convince them is because they're afraid they're going to fail. They're afraid somebody is going to think badly for them. And Rebel, go. Find your dad. And Cody, can you please take him to find his father? They're going to fail. They're going to let people down. They're going to get judged. And honestly, people don't judge you. If you're worried about it, it's your own pride. I've been on teams with people, and I've had teams within my team that have had people who didn't hit Success Club and, didn't win the prizes, and that was unfortunate. But nobody ostracized them, and nobody judged them, and nobody held it against them. This is a team. With anything, you can't be number one. You can't always be in the top 25. All you can do is try. If you don't try, if you give up without even trying, and if you give up before you've even tried a Cup, then that's ridiculous. But I've seen lots of people who refuse to do it. And then, lo and behold, they hit Success Club 6, 8, 10, and then here they are. They're watching all these other people who are getting recognized. You get watching all these other people who are getting prizes in the mail, 6 or 8 weeks later for, achieving, a certain amount of points as a team. And then they sit there thinking, God, I wish I had it. And that is the biggest problem, is regret, is not doing that. So one thing that I've learned as a Beachbody coach is jump on stuff. Jump and build your wings on the way down, because you'll be surprised at what you can do. There's so many people out there who just close off every opportunity because they're scared of failure. Failure to me is not even trying. So if you're not on a Cup team, get on a Cup team. And make sure that you, oh, Kara's on. She's on Saley. I can't see her. make sure that you're on a cup team. Make sure that you know, if you don't want to compete in the cup title, and then maybe there's a shot I would add it. Another problem is regret. One I want to tell there's feedback on you, so I don't know if you have another window open or something, Kara. Hold on. Why is it mute? Hold on. Okay, there you go. So what I was saying is get on a cup team. Get one assembled. Take the lead. You know, you can register as a captain, but if that scares you, just don't call yourself captain. Call yourself a co-team member. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Kara. Got on. She's under Haley. So anyways, Kara, I was just going over this with everybody. I went over products that came out.
I was on. I was listening.
Okay, good. All right, well, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I had 40 minutes of technical difficulties. That's an example of never giving up because I now have 5 Google Gmail accounts. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I think Mindy did a great job recapping everything and all the programs. So obviously we have the Team Beachbody Cup coming up next month. I want to just share with you a little bit about my story. In December, I had 3 Success Club points. Okay, I started very slowly. I wasn't particularly productive. I'm an attorney. I have a lot going on. This was definitely more of a hobby for me. So I had 1 coach in 6 or 7 months because, again, I wasn't really actively working the business. I just did it when I could, and I definitely believe in the products. In the month of December, I had 3 Success Club points. I had 1 coach. In the month of January, I had added a coach, so I became an Emerald, and I hit my highest Success Club point total at 9. In the month of February, in large part because of the Beachbody Cup and participating and because of the fix, I know all of our businesses boomed, I hit Success Club 49. So I was able to get 49 Success Club points. And so what I want to share with you is that you need to use this as momentum. We just came back from Summit. Everybody's excited. There's a lot of energy. We all have a lot of momentum. We need to use that into July and catapult all of our businesses. I was creating, making connections with people, getting them excited. I made a decision in January. I was going to buy the fix. I was going to do all of the workouts. I was going to give my challengers a great experience, and that's what I was able to do. And it gave me confidence to say, look, you need the fix. You need to do this program. In the same way that Mindy has done the PIO test group, she got amazing results. She has leveraged herself to be able to say to people, I know this program will work for you, and here's why. And like she was saying, understand the products. Take 5 minutes to go to your product training guides in the back office and understand what is involved with PIOS so you're comfortable talking about it. The more you talk to people, the more comfortable you're going to get, and you need to get people excited. So in any event, in February, we were checking in with each other daily. Use your team to motivate you, troubleshoot if you're having issues, but like each other's posts, support each other, and just really build on all of that momentum because I didn't finish my story, but in February, I had 49 Success Club points, and on March 6th, I was a diamond. Okay, so this is something you could use the Team Beachbody Cup to advance you, okay, from Emerald to Diamond. I was able to do it. I had 2 coaches in January. I was a diamond a month and a half later. So I want you to think about that. Host a free challenge group at the beginning of the month, maybe starting on Monday, 5 days, 7 days, to get people interested in understanding the value of what you bring as a coach, to get them excited about potentially trying Shakeology long term and buying that PIO challenge pack or the 3-day refresh. But just get excited because July is going to be exciting for all of us. I know that a lot of people were able to rank advance and have huge Success Club totals in February, and we want the same thing to happen in July for all of those new coaches. If you're gunning for Diamond, and you've got 3 or 4 coaches, this is your opportunity. Use July and the Team Cup to rank advance. So, Mindy, I know you've already shared with them, and we've been on the call since 9:30. So I didn't want to take too much time, but I just wanted to show you if I can do it in February and get there and go from emerald to diamond in a month and a half, then all of you can too.
Yeah, I want to highlight too, something Karen and I were talking about is that on the phone earlier today is that we both had epic months in February. Um,
Yeah.
I started sharing everything about 21 Day Fix. And this is what I'm telling you is you want to be the coach in the know. You don't want to be the one just sharing stupid little links, and little tidbits where nobody knows what they're talking about. I don't mean stupid, sorry. But, you want to be somebody who can describe it, because the thing is, if you just see one of us post something and you share it but you didn't really read it, you're just like, oh, that something's great, and somebody asked you and you didn't take the time, you're not going to know anything about this. So you want to be able to give information. As soon as I knew 21 Day Fix was coming out, I didn't really have any intentions of doing it right away because I was doing P90X. I still took every bit of information that I could, following Autumn, watching her YouTube things, getting on her live interviews from corporate, following Christina Delgado, who is my one of my closest friends and Kara's coach. I did my research. I put a whole blog out about it, not just facts that like, oh, you get 7 little containers and they're like red and purple and blue, but like what it is. Are you somebody who's an overeater? Things that appeal to people. Because if you say, would you like to do 21 Day Fix? It's a portion control meal plan. People are going to be like, sure, yeah, but they're not going to get interested. If you say, have you always struggled with eating? Is your energy lack? Can you not get through your workouts? Do you not know what the proper servings are? Are you tired of counting points, counting calories, weighing your food out? Those are things that are going to get people intrigued. So that's why you have to learn about the products to know who these programs cater to, so you can ask pointed questions that get them engaged. So I started doing all this stuff. I made videos, I've shared all these different things, and I told people about it. So yes, it took time, but if you want to build a business and you want to achieve a rank goal, if you want to achieve a financial goal, then you're going to have to put your work in. This isn't just going to fall in your lap. We didn't get where we were by just sitting there and just, sharing other people's statuses or sharing a YouTube video from, Beachbody. Put in the work, do the research, because whenever somebody asks you a question, you're going to be able to give them information where they're like, oh, they know what they're talking about. So I did this, and so by end of January, I had 100 people who had said they were going to commit. Anybody who's a coach here knows that lots of people say they're going to commit, but they don't manage their money well, or they get scared, or they're nervous, or somebody, when they're telling somebody like, oh, I'm going to get 21 Day Fix through Mindy or Kara, and they're like, oh, you're going to do that? That's a pyramid scheme. That's just a weight loss shake. And then they say, oh, I'm not going to do that because somebody laughed at me, or their husband's like, you're not going to finish that. So the thing is, things like this happen, but I set a goal right then and there that if I had 100 people lined up before it launched, then I should easily be able to get 100 Success Club points, because I knew that a lot of people would fizzle out, and I gained more people as it went on, as more information was put out, as soon as I got 21 Day Fix in my hand, and I did, and I reached that goal. But then some people have asked me, I've done several calls for different coach organizations, like, well, how'd you get 100 points? Well, it didn't just happen, and I didn't wait until February 2nd when it launched to just start promoting it. I started doing my research as soon as the information was being rolled out. I started, sharing with people. I started asking people. I started going to my Home Direct customers. I started going to my, Home Direct customers, asking if they wanted to become discount coaches, that this was a perfect opportunity. I started getting to know people, and I sold other challenge packs outside of 21 Day Fix because there was people who had need for it. So the thing is, the cut starts on July 1st. We're kind of running short on time between now and July 1st, but the thing is, start now. Don't wait till I'm just going to sit on my heels and start on July 1st, just like people say, I'm not going to start a diet till Monday. Start now. You're going to build your business. This would be in your best interest to do this. I'm getting messages from coaches across the nation asking all these questions about PiYo. Good grief. This information's been out there for 8 to 10 weeks. So don't be the one who waits till it's already launched, till it's go time to start doing your research. All I can say is, I'm blunt, and if you don't like what I'm saying, get to work now. Get to work now. If you don't know anything about a product, you probably don't have the right at this point in time to be promoting it, selling it, and helping people if you don't know anything about it. Because it's kind of hard to sell something to somebody and tell them that they need it if you don't even know anything about it. get it in your hands, order it, because as last I heard today from Jeff Hill is that we are not running low in stock like we were on 21 Day Fix. They are prepared. I myself filled out the survey, and I hope that all you coaches did the same thing, saying that I was going to sell 100 of them within the first month. And I intend to do that because I think that PIO kicks ass, and it gave me a nice ass, and I want to help everybody else with it. So I hope you filled out that survey, because that's one thing I tell people. Don't complain about coach relations or anything if you don't participate in the surveys. So with that being said, that's all I really have to say. Just a reminder, I have tons of PIO videos on my YouTube channels, youtube.com/Mindy Horde. If you want to know anything about my day-to-day, how I was feeling, the progress I saw, and when I saw progress, fitasianmom.com. If you want to learn about the products, you want to get the challenge group guides, because if you have people who've already bought it, they're probably already starting to get them now, or they will in the next couple of days. You're going to want to open up the challenge group. If you've never opened up a challenge group, the challenge group guide tells you exactly what to do. It tells you what to post in there. So that means if you haven't done it, if you are silly and haven't bought it yet and don't own it by the time it starts, then you do. If you go to Coach Online Office, Sales and Marketing, Business Tools, Product Toolkit, then you can also download the Beachbody Challenge Group Guide, which gives a coach and a participant guide. And at the very bottom of the Coach Online Office, you go to Frequent Asked Questions. Click on that, type it in. If all else fails, Google it. If that you can't find the answer, go to your coach. And that's all I have to say. Is that all I have to say, Kara?
All right, yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you. Sorry about the technical difficulty, because Kara had a lot more to say.
Yeah, guys. Okay.
Nighty night, everybody. We love you.
Bye, everybody. Do a great job next month. It will really boom your business if you put the time in.
I
Definitely.
agree. Good night.
Night.